What's up, guys? It's Adam Katz back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking... What's up, guys? It's Adam Katz back again with another video, and today we're going to be discussing if you should... Did I say disgusting? Fuck. What's up, guys? It's Adam Katz back again with... What the fuck? Alright. What's up, guys? It's Adam Katz back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about if you should do a compound exercise first or an isolation exercise first when you get into the gym. So first, I'm going to define what both of those are. A compound exercise is an exercise that uses more than one joint. So a bench press uses your elbow and your shoulder to move. A squat uses your knee and your hips to move. And then an isolation exercise just uses one joint. So a bicep curl uses just your elbow. So most people think that when you get into the gym, you should immediately start warming up and hop onto a compound exercise. If you're going to be training chest, you're going to warm up and then do bench. If you're training legs, you're going to squat. But does that mean that it's right for everyone? Does this mean that it's the only way to build muscle? Does this mean that it's the most optimal way to induce muscle hypertrophy? I think for most people, especially in their first 3 years of bodybuilding, they should start with a compound exercise first, because they can go into that with full glycogen and make it their number one priority in order to, one, master the form, practice the form, and make sure that they can perform the exercise perfectly. And secondly, compound exercises will use more muscle fibers than isolation exercises. You're going to be able to build more overall muscle doing a bench press versus a cable fly. I've been training for over 5.5 years, and all this heavy lifting has definitely taken a toll on my joints. So do you think that I should still go into the gym and do overhead press first if I'm training shoulders? I've done that. I literally was trying to increase my strength in my shoulders, or my overhead press strength. I got up to 105-pound dumbbells for 6 reps, and I definitely felt that in my joints a lot, but that was my goal at the time. Now my goal is really to build as much muscle as possible while still saving my joints. So that's why it's like really just individual, differs person to person. If your goal is strength, if you really want to increase your bench strength, you want to bench 225 or 315, do that first. But if you really want to grow your chest, then you still could do bench press first, build that foundation. But then once you get further down the road, like how I am, and you start getting some shoulder pain, tendonitis, elbow pain, all this stuff, maybe doing 275 for sets of 8 on bench probably isn't optimal overall, when you could do cable flies first, do like some isometric holds, really get some blood into the pecs, and then do 225 for sets of 8. So this is why I now do like 1 to 2 isolation exercises before I get into the compound exercises. So the other day I did some lateral raises with dumbbells, rear delt flies with dumbbells, and I got some blood into my deltoids. And then I did seated dumbbell overhead press, and I wasn't able to go as heavy, but I was still able to have the same intensity. Plus I was able to feel the mind muscle connection better because I had the blood into the muscle and I was already feeling it, rather than going straight into the dumbbell overhead press and kind of treating it as kind of like how I did with powerlifting and being really explosive, and just really trying to master the movement, trying to get it as fast as possible, as explosive as possible, not really focusing on using the actual muscle fibers to move the weight and contract and keep the tension. So because I pre-exhaust my muscles with isolation exercises first, I am still able to get the same intensity with that compound exercise, even though I don't go as heavy. A lot of people think that intensity and the amount of weight used are synonymous, but they really aren't, because if you're more fatigued, then you can still have the same intensity while using less weight. So if I'm still progressively overloading on the compound exercises, even though I'm not doing them first and using as much mechanical tension and as heavy of weight as possible, if I'm still progressively overloading, I'm still going to be able to build muscle. It's not going to be any slower for me because it's what I prefer. I think it'll make it faster than if I were to go into the gym and do like heavy bench versus pec flies first and then do bench. So, moral of the story is do what feels right for you. Don't just do what everyone else does because that makes it seem right. Do what you prefer to do in order to reach your goals most efficiently. If this guy over here is doing what he thinks is going to optimize his workouts and reach his goals most efficiently, don't just do what he does, because then you're not going to be doing what he does, which is doing what you need to do in order to reach your goals most efficiently and optimize your muscle hypertrophy. So that's all I got to say for today. So hope you learned something. Peace.